For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. What up guys, this is Saber94, gonna play one more match with our Arcanine EX deck, and then I'm gonna show something else, as I always do. Gonna be showing a Stage 2 Delphox deck, which is also a fire Pokemon, I suppose. Not too many Stage 2s, as I always say. I was thinking of using some more of the EXs, like trying out Miraidon with Fluffies and stuff, but the deck that I've made, I'm not exactly sold on it. I don't have the Regieleki VMAXs and a bunch of Raikou, so I can play it like everybody else. And usually I just always do some different shit. I almost never play what everyone else just plays completely the same deck. But yeah, I think we need a few cards more for me to be satisfied using Miraidon with Fluffies and stuff. The problem is we don't have like that tool retreating card anymore. Balloon was a weaker float stone, but it did work depending on the Pokemon you were going to use, as long as they had 2 retreat or less. But without having no float stone and no air balloon either, I mean, just having a bunch of switches, it's not the same. It kind of helps to have that free retreating tool as well. But anyway, so I'm going to open up with the Growlithe here. And from the looks of things, this looks like it's going to be some sort of mirror match. Mirror. My opponent has a Growlithe as well. It can only mean Arcanine EX. I mean, what else can it mean? And it's got the Beedrill as well, got the Charizard, so it's not going to be exactly the same deck as mine, of course. Probably nobody would use the exact deck like I would with Reshiram V. But it is going to be an Arcanine EX semi-mirror, I guess. So I'm going to make a very risky play here. I only have Copycat, and with 3 cards in hand, that's not really going to give me a lot. So I pull the Charizard. There's probably no way he can power up that guy and kill me, I would think. And I'm going to take this opportunity to use Growlithe to get a bunch of fire energies and then hope we draw something better next turn. Not the greatest start, as always, with this deck. As I explained in the deck profile, I would put this below Koraidon with Great Tusk EX 100%. Probably will put this below even Gardevoir EX, to be honest. Gardevoir EX, you know, you get a little bit of a right setup. It's really good, and at the end of the day, I mean, it has a proven structure, you know. This, not so much. I don't really know how to explain it. If you guys don't know what I mean when I say proven structure with Gardevoir, I mean, it's, you discard the energies, get your Stage 2s, you know, you get the energies back from the discard pile. It's a continuous effect. It's a whole different animal, even if it's a Stage 2 Pokemon. You know what the plan is. You know what you're trying to do. With this guy, I guess you still know what to do, but it's a little bit tricky with Arcanine. So this guy got everybody out. He's got the Charizard VSTAR, got the Arcanine EX, Bibarel, everybody. It's got a regular Charmander too there. I guess another Pokemon that I should have mentioned, but sort of forgot again, is the Charizard. I think it's from Pokemon Go. But there's a Stage 2 Charizard that gives all of your fire energies double. I think that's what it does. So this can be kind of good. Maybe another alternative to Reshiram. But at the same time, I mean, it's a Stage 2 with a Stage 1, so yeah, gonna be quite inconsistent. So Trek and Shoes, at this point I really need to see Arcanine. I just really need to see something. And we see an energy search. Damn it. And the fuck? Gutsy Pickaxe. Why the fuck can't I use it? Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, you gotta have a bench Pokemon, because I mean it acts like a draw card, but at the end of the day, you know, the first effect is, you know, you reveal to attach an energy. So yeah, if you don't have a bench Pokemon, you can't play at all. So yeah, just getting confused there, forgetting stuff, but That's how it is with me sometimes. I mean, I would praise anyone that can just keep up with every card ever released and never forgets anything, never confuses anything. I guess maybe it's because I involve myself with a lot of TCGs besides Pokemon. Maybe that's a part of it too. But anyway. Okay, so if we die here, we shouldn't complain because, I mean, I've had a horrendous start. I didn't really draw much. Copycat did not help drawing like a few cards. And okay, we get the Cyclizar now. Should I try this? I mean, if I just do this, it's going to be bad. But let's just go ahead and do this and I get the Nest Ball. That works out better. I mean, what are the odds of me revealing an energy, right? Okay, so we get the Growlithe. That's much better. I can put the metal attachment and draw more cards with Shauna. I mean, damn, what am I talking about? I'm insane. It attaches fighting energies, so yeah, no matter what, I wasn't going to reveal an energy to attach. Okay, so I'm completely losing my mind. But anyway, got the Arcanine EX out. Got another Growlithe with an energy. We're going to get the switch in hand. That could be good. And Magma Basin, get me another energy on the Growlithe. So now we're kind of in the game. And because I did a little bit of damage with the Growlithe on the Charizard actually, I can just do 250, finish the Charizard VSTAR off, and get our first two prizes. So I guess me getting stuck, my opponent worked out. I mean, he took the opportunity to just get more of his setup, get a bunch of energies, but I would say that this benefited me a lot more because we got ready, we got the first big KO, I have a nice lead, and I mean, that's pretty much it. What else more do you want? A lot of the stuff he brought out, is it really going to matter? I guess the Charizard is going to be a good help. But Barrel, I guess you can use the draw cards. I'm surprised he's getting rid of my Magma Basin for the little beach court there. But I suppose if he has the Charizard, maybe he doesn't care too much. That's not really... you couldn't even like use that first, get an energy and then get rid of it. I think he doesn't have any fire energies in the discard pile. But yeah, the beach court isn't really going to do much. I mean, I don't know why he's running it. Arcanine has a big retreat cost at 3, so even if you make it 2, it doesn't really make a difference. You don't want to discard 2 energies to retreat most of the time. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, get the Oak, have double switch in hand. Do I want to get rid of them? I want to keep those, to be honest. Crap, I got the Cyclizar. Now, it's always kind of tricky with these Arcanine versus Arcanine because they both have the same 250 attack and they both have the same Raging Claws attack, and that's the big deal. You don't want to hit your opponent's guy, put them in the range to kill you with Raging Claws. You know, you kind of have to do things right. So I am gonna use a switch here and get rid of your stadium once again. So let's use the Magma Basin, get another energy. I think eventually this one is going to stick and he's going to leave it around anyway so he can get the benefit from it. At the end of the day, I do have 4 in the deck. Okay, so I think the correct thing to do, as opposed to just trying to do a little bit of damage, just go all out. And I mean, at the end of the day, do the 50, do a little bit of damage. It's at 70, and if I do 250 next turn, he gets KO'd. But if he does 250, I don't die. If he does Raging Claws, I don't die. So just put him in this range where it's kind of shitty for him no matter what. So I'm a bit fortunate I can pull this off because I had the switches. If I couldn't switch, I probably wouldn't do this. But that's the idea. We are going to use the big attack, of course, but you kind of have to time it right. I mean, I could have used it, but then he can just kill me with Raging Claws and get the lead. I mean, then I can get like the KO back, but we should be careful with our energies too. You know, when you're going to use the big attack, you do discard the 2. So he's gonna go for Bright Flame. Now it makes sense because he knows that, okay, if I don't do this, I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well go for the big attack. But the cool thing now is, now that he's done this, because I have the other switch, I can actually retreat the Arcanine and use the other Arcanine to finish this dude off. And then when he promotes his second Arcanine EX, I can use the Rage attack and get the straight one-hit KO, which is the coveted thing here, to just give us the faster lead. I mean, you get that straight one-hit KO, outpace your opponent, since we're using the same Pokemon for the most part. So I'm a little bit hesitant to play the Reshiram because, I mean, it's one of those Pokemon that is going to be shittier than Arcanine right now. But I guess set it up as a backup attacker, you never know. And at the end of the day, I do have my Hurt dude he can always pick on. I mean, if he would pick on something, it would be this Hurt Arcanine, no matter what, with 270 HP. So if he's going to pull something, he's definitely pulling that. So we're going to use Oak. Maybe get another Growlithe down for the third Arcanine. So get the Greninja and get, let's use the Nest Ball. What do we got? So let's put the Growlithe from the deck. And the Reshiram, the point of Reshiram is I can use the Forest Seal Stone too. But yeah, Bright Flame. Get rid of this guy. It's gonna work out nicely. And I'm at 2 prizes now, and it hasn't taken any prizes. So I pretty much have this game in the bag. I don't see what he can do. I mean, I guess he can pull the Arcanine EX that's hurt. Okay, you get your first 2 prizes, but then what? I still got the lead. This Arcanine EX is fully fresh. I guess that's the only benefit he gets if he doesn't use the Magma Basin. But I mean, at the end of the day, if he doesn't do something to the Arcanine EX that's hurt, I can just use that and get a straight one-hit KO regardless if you're completely fresh. I guess he can use the Charizard too. Maybe he'll use that as a 1-prize Pokemon. It can't be something kind of useful in this case. I mean, if he can power it up before I kill, I mean, it's too late now. But if he could use this when I'm at 2 prizes to put some damage and to put me at 1 when I'm trying to get another EX KO anyway, it could have worked maybe. But since he couldn't really do much about the Arcanine on the bench, then he gets this big KO. Okay, fine. And then all I gotta do is just use this one, use Rage, and it just straight one-hit KO, just according to plan. So the switches really came in handy for this play, for this mirror. Alright, so get the final attack, Rage and Claws for a straight one-hit KO, and that's a GG against our cousin Arcanine EX. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What a